everyone. Are you new to meal planning? Are you just desperately trying to figure out how to make this work or how to meal plan easier? Or maybe you're just trying to reduce your grocery budget, but still eat pretty healthy. Well, let's pretend that I am your super frugal neighbor that is here to teach you the ropes and get you started. Okay. Well, first, my name's Jen. I write for a website called Lodo Family, all about saving money for families. And I currently have a family of four, two young kids. And my goals are always to make a healthy meal plan, but on a budget. I like to use the least amount of processed foods as possible because, spoiler alert, they're usually more expensive. And I like to keep my weekly grocery budget under $100. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, whatever. Let's get into this. So today I'm going to show you how to spot good deals like loss leaders, what is a good stock up price, and what looks like a good deal but isn't actually going to save you some money. So along the way, I'll give you some ideas of different meals that you can make and how to use these products. And today I'm going to give you an over-the-shoulder view of the Kroger ad that starts on Wednesday, August 9th and goes all the way to August 15th. Now, keep in mind that Kroger prices do vary a little by location. So depending on where you are, the prices may be slightly different. And usually, on average, they're only at like 10, 20 cents difference. So let's get started. Okay, the first stop we're going to is called theweeklyad.com. And basically, you can see this week's ad for a ton of different stores, and you can see upcoming ads. So this is the ad we want, August 9th to August 15th. And we're just going to scroll down. Now, the first thing that comes up is this whole pork shoulder for 99 cents a pound. So this ad technically hasn't started yet, and I checked the prices of what whole pork shoulder are right now. And it looks like on average, the packages are about 7.5 pounds, and they usually run about $10. So this means next week, or depending on when you're listening to this, starting August 9th, it'll be 99 cents a pound. So you could get a pretty decent sized pork shoulder for $7.50. Now, some ideas of what you could do with this. Now, keep in mind, this is bone in. So this makes it a perfect option for like a crock pot meal. You could do with gravy and serve it over mashed potatoes or rice. Those are both fairly inexpensive. You could also do things like pulled pork sandwiches, pork enchiladas, and then whatever you make the first night, you could have plenty of leftovers to do things like a pork chili, or we love making what I call leftover pizza, where we take everything that's left over and add it to a pizza. So this would definitely work as like a pork and pineapple pizza. Lots of options there. The next item is this here, where it says the California yellow or white peaches or nectarines for 99 cents a pound. Now, before this sale starts, peaches are very seasonal. They have very high prices when it's at the very beginning of the season, or if there's not going to be a huge crop. Now, 99 cents a pound is pretty good, but keep in mind that one peach usually averages about half a pound. Now, personally, I would buy 3 to 4 pounds. So we're looking at 6 to 8 peaches. Now, I like to use fruit when it comes to breakfast as a side for dinner. I like to do it as snacks for my kids. Uh-oh, somebody woke up and was grumpy. She's fine now. Okay, so the next option we see on here is going to be, let's get that out of the way. Okay, we got shredded cheese, sliced cheese, and block cheese. It's on sale for 3 for $5, which comes out to like $1.67 a piece. Now, at my store, these typically run about $2.49. And so $1.67 is a pretty good deal. If I had a little extra room in my budget, I would probably pick up a couple extra so that way I have cheese for this week and potentially for next week. Let's keep scrolling. Okay, nothing else here. Let's go to the next page. Okay, here we go. So the next item is Kroger bacon, $3.99 a pound. Now, at first glance, you may not realize that this package of bacon is actually sold in 3-pound containers, and the sale price is $11.97. So I did some checking, and this exact same package typically runs, let's see here. Okay, it typically runs $18.99, which to me is a little crazy because you're spending like $6.33 a pound. So $3.99 compared to $6.33 is a good deal. And with this giant of a package, you could easily split this into 5 or 6 different packages and freeze part of it for later. This is really going to all depend on how much bacon your family typically uses. I personally like to spend less than $3 a pound for bacon. But another fun fact about bacon is it used to always come in 16-ounce packages, but lately I've noticed more and more stores are doing 12-ounce packages. So always double check the ounces that are on the package. Next up is this blueberries. Here's another one where the ounces matter. Blueberries typically are sold by the pint, but that is much smaller than this. This is an 18-ounce pack, which is really, pints I see typically are like 6 to 8 ounces. They should be 8 ounces, but sometimes it's a little off. But anyway, $2.49 for essentially 2 pints or more. I mean, $2.49 is a great deal. Once again, fruit would be for breakfast, snacks, side for dinner. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, here's one for the coffee drinkers. So you can get an 11-ounce bag of ground coffee or the K-Cups, which is only a 12 count, on sale for $3.99. Now, I looked it up, and this 11-ounce bag typically runs $5.99. So if this is a coffee you really like and you're used to spending $6, when it's on sale for $3.99, it may be worth stocking up on this because you know you're going to drink coffee every day or every couple days. So this would be a good shelf-stable item to go ahead and stock up on and have a couple. Now, personally, these are really small containers, and I usually buy it in a bigger container. So that's up to you. The next option here is this Red Baron pizza. Now, I like to eat healthy and all, but there are some nights that we have karate class or some extracurricular activity. We've got to do something. And I want to be able to grab something out of the freezer, throw it in the oven, and just be done. Now, on those nights, I typically serve a pizza with a salad and some fruit. So at least I feel like my kids are getting some healthy in there. But $2.99 is actually a great price for a Red Baron pizza. At Kroger, they're typically $5.79. So this is right about half off. So I would easily buy 1 or 2 of these and just have them in the freezer for just in case meals. So let's keep going. Okay, we got some shrimp. Ooh, look at here, bananas. Now, locally at my Kroger store, let's see here, bananas typically run about 55 to 60 cents a pound. So 29 cents a pound is a great price. And this just gave me an idea. Between blueberries and bananas, we could easily do some blueberry pancakes, blueberry muffins. My kids actually really like, it's a high protein pancake where basically you take 1 egg and you mix it with a smashed banana. And it sounds weird, I know, but you fry it up just like a pancake, and you can use syrup, or I don't really like syrup, but it is so good, and it totally tricks your kids into eating high protein, and they think they're just getting a yummy treat. Speaking of eggs, they have 18 count Kroger eggs for 99 cents each. And you do have to clip a coupon for a lot of these deals, but it's totally worth it. Now, an 18 count of eggs, let me see here, normally about $2. So this is half off. Depending on how many eggs you go through, like at our house, I would probably buy 2 of these. And then you have eggs and you can do all kinds of breakfast foods, of course. You could do breakfast for dinner. You could also do egg salad sandwiches for lunch. One of my favorite, it's kind of like a crustless quiche or a frittata where I literally clean out my leftovers of any like small amounts of meat or vegetables with a little bit of cheese, and you just bake it like you would a quiche, but you don't have a crust on it. So let's keep going. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. The Kraft mac and cheese. If you have kids like I do, you know they like mac and cheese. It's 89 cents a box, which this is one of those items that some people really only want to buy brand name. They don't like the store brand. So if you really like the Kraft mac and cheese, 89 cents, it's not a bad deal. But look, you're really only saving 36 cents. So I'll leave that one up to you. Now, I don't typically buy a lot of juices, but you see these Kool-Aid jammers? It says they're $2.49 with card, which is their sale price. They actually typically run about $2.99 a box. And then with the coupon, it'll come out to $1.99. Now, when we're home, my kids actually typically drink water or flavored water, like the little package put in there. But if we're out at the park or if we're going to go on a really long string of errands, I typically pack snacks. And these are perfect because honestly, they don't have to be cold to drink them. And it's just enough to, help them out with a snack. It's not a huge thing. So that's up to you whether you like that kind of stuff. Okay, let's keep going. This cottage cheese and sour cream, you're really only saving 30 cents, so I wouldn't go out of your way to purchase these. So here, see where it says the Yoplait, depending on the variety, it could be 4 to 6 ounces, and they're on sale 10 for $8. And then you get a digital coupon of $3 off when you purchase 10. So that makes it, you get 10 of these items for $5, which kind of sounds like a good deal, but stay with me here. Okay. So if you bought all 10 of these and they were 4 ounces, that's about 40 ounces worth of yogurt. My kids love yogurt and they eat it a lot for breakfast, but some days they can eat a whole lot of yogurt and some days they just kind of nibble. So I have found so many times when I buy these little cups that I end up with a bunch of half-eaten cups. And there's not really a great way to store that. So what I've started doing is buying the big 32-ounce containers, and you can usually find those for about $2.79. So for about half the price, you could just get one big container of like strawberry or peach yogurt, and then you can just dole out a little at a time. And then if they're still hungry, you can give them a little more. I am all about reducing my food waste. So my kids know that I put kind of the bare minimum on their plates. And if they want more, we can always get more. But this way, I feel like I don't have to throw away a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Next page. Okay, here we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Heritage Farm boneless, skinless chicken breasts. These are going to be frozen and it's a 6-pound bag. Now, I love how, I don't know if you can see this where it says big deal. Is it though? So I looked up the regular price of this item is normally $18.99. So you're really only saving $1. But when you take this $17.99 and divide it by 6 pounds, it comes out to where each pound of chicken is $2.99. Well, just for giggles, I looked up what the price of fresh chicken is, and it's $2.99 a pound. So this just comes down to which way you prefer chicken breasts. I've eaten it both ways. A lot of times I'll buy the fresh and I'll cut them in half and then I'll freeze them myself. But honestly, to me, this isn't a great deal. Now, if you didn't have any chicken at all and you eat chicken a lot, it may be a decent deal. But for me, I'm going to pass on that. Okay, let's see here. Next page. Okay. Not a whole bunch going on that page. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. They've got Kroger potato chips, tortilla chips, and fruit and grain bars for $1.99. And because it's in the sales ad, it means it's on sale, right? Well, did you know that this bag of the tortilla chips, the normal price is $1.99. So that's not a good deal. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Large avocados, 3 for $5. Doesn't sound bad. That comes out to about $1.67 a piece. But I've noticed that typically medium to large avocados tend to run 99 cents to $1.50. So that's actually higher than I'm used to paying. So it may look like a good deal. And we have to remember that these sales ads are marketing tools for the store. Okay. Not every sale that they put on here is actually on sale or is actually a good deal. That's why we need to look at these. Now, let's keep going, see if there's anything else on here. I did make notes ahead of time so I can make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to close the screen real quick and then we'll come back and chat. Okay, so this isn't the most awesome ad I've ever seen at Kroger, but it's not that bad. And some of the good deals that I would say are definitely worth buying would be the pork shoulder. And if you had enough room in your budget, you could actually buy 2 or 3 of them and put in your freezer. So if there was a week that there just wasn't any good deals at all, you could easily defrost that and get 2 to 3 meals, or, like leftovers for lunch. There's lots of options there because that's a good piece of meat that can be stretched to multiple meals. Now, to me, the fresh peaches were definitely a good deal, but I really like seasonal produce. And if for some reason towards the end of the week after I bought them, they were starting to go a little bad, I would make a peach cobbler, or you can actually slice them up, lay them out on a piece of parchment paper, and then freeze them. Those frozen peaches work really good in smoothies or if you're going to bake with them. So those are options. Another good fresh produce item was the blueberries. There's so much you can do with blueberries. And if you have young kids like I do, they love fruit that they can hold in their hands. Now, the 18 count eggs is a fabulous deal. Depending on how many eggs you go through a week, this may be worth getting 2 packs of 18. But keep in mind that some items at Kroger, when they're a super good deal, they run out super quick. Last week, they had a really good deal on bacon, and I stopped by twice, and both times they were completely out. So go to the customer service desk and get a rain check. Some stores will do them, some stores won't. You just have to check. Now, another good option to me was the Red Baron pizzas. Those are my emergency stash meals, or mommy has a headache, whatever. It's always good to have on hand. The other good item was the bananas. So now, granted, this is not going to be a full list, but it's a great start. And if you head over to my website, and I'll link it below, I have 25 cheap, healthy meals or food items that are relatively cheap that you can stock up on multiple times. These are going to be things like I mentioned: rice, potatoes, canned tuna fish, things like that. So I would use those to fill in with these good deals, because it's very rare that you're going to make a meal plan where every single item is on sale. So, anywho, not a bad week, not the best week. And in case you've made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next weekly ad that we do. I'm going to start doing this every week, so please leave me a comment. Tell me what stores you like to shop at, and I'll look at their weekly ads with you. And also, if you have any suggestions or comments or questions, feel free to leave them. Thank you so much. Have a great week.